Hello everybody, it's Anupati Mishra here. Firstly, I'm going to wish you all a very happy new year. And in the previous video, we have already studied about, that is chapter number 7 of geography, our country, India. In today's video, we are going to study about chapter number 8, rural livelihood. Rural livelihood. What are the rural life of the people in India? Kinds of livelihood. Firstly, we will study the introduction. That is, Mansi was visiting her grandfather who lived in a village. In a village, Mansi was visiting her grandfather. Her grandfather owned many acres of land and they lived in a huge house. Her grandfather had owned many acres of land and he was living in a huge house. Mansi spent so many time over there, and when she visited to the village and go outside with her father, then she has seen that some villagers were weaving basket. She also saw a barber on the road, carpenter making furniture, and washerman washing clothes in the river. There were no malls in the village. In the village, you already know that there were no malls over there. But the marketplace was full of activity with shops selling different kinds of goods such as clothes, toys, utensils, medicines, groceries and cosmetics. These are the things which were sold by the people, by the shopkeeper over there. Then tea stalls did very good business, as they were the meeting point of many people. She was amazed to see that people in the village still traveled in a bullock cart. In the village, you may already see many people travel through the bullock cart in the today's time also, and there were mini buses and tempos as well as to travel to the city. Village life is not boring at all. Mansi said into her thought that village life is not boring at all. Everything is also available here. So we can say that there is no any different thing more than that of the city. Next, let's study about the kinds of livelihood. What are the kinds of livelihood? Livelihood can be of three different kinds. There are three kinds of livelihood. First one is primary livelihood. Primary livelihood. Second one is secondary livelihood. And third one is tertiary livelihood. What is included into the primary livelihood? What are the primary livelihood? Let's read about that. Livelihood can be of three different kinds. It could be of three different kinds. I have already told you about that. Next, the first one is agriculture. Means India is an agriculture-based country, and agriculture, mining, fishing, and forestry. These are the things included into the primary livelihood. Means agriculture, fishing, etc. These are the primary livelihood which was performed into the village, basically by the village people or the coastal areas people. These type of works are performed by them. Next one is secondary livelihood. What is included into the secondary livelihood? Means transformation. What is secondary livelihood? It involves the transformation of raw materials into finished products. Means transformation of raw materials into the finished products is included into the secondary livelihoods. Means we can say that sugarcane transformed into the sugar, that is included into the secondary livelihood. Means industries, factories, these are included. Industries, factories, these are included into the secondary livelihood. Why? Because they transform the raw material into a product. That's why it is included into the secondary livelihood. What is tertiary livelihood? What is the tertiary livelihood? That is refer to those livelihood that provide essential services such as banking, legal service, medical services and teaching. It is the tertiary service. Means banking, teaching. Next one is medical service. These are included into the tertiary livelihood. Banking, teaching and medical service are included into the tertiary livelihood. In secondary livelihood, that is industries and factories which transform the raw material into a product. And the primary livelihood is agriculture, fishing and forestry. These are included into the primary livelihood. Next, these are the basic points. These are the occupations which is performed by the people in village. In the village, we can say that mostly people perform the primary livelihood. Means they are agriculture based. Means agriculture is the occupation of mainly village people. Agriculture. Now we study about that. In most of the villages, a large majority of people are engaged in agriculture. We can say that even that you can see into your own house that so many there are people in your relatives or including your father are involved into the agriculture. In some of the other different kinds of crops are grown. Different types of crops are grown over there. That is depending on the climate and the soil quality. That is depending on the climate and soil quality of the land. Rice, wheat, pulses, vegetables such as potatoes, tomatoes, onions, dry fruits such as cashew nuts, fruits such as mango, banana, pineapple and etc. These are the things which is grown by the farmers into their farm field. In some areas, apples are grown by the farmer. In some areas, into the hilly areas, basically in Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand and also into the Kashmir, you can see that the apples are grown over there. These type of products are depend on the climate of a particular area. Okay, means into our area, into the Uttar Pradesh area, you can see that mango production is very good. But into the hilly areas, you can see that the strawberries production, the apple production is good over there. That's depend on the climate. In some areas you can see that different kinds of flowers such as marigold and sunflower are grown to be sold into the market. Marigold and sunflower are grown to be sold into the market. These flowers are used in making the food oil, edible oils, or these flowers are basically used in making edible oils or hair oils, whatever. Next, in a village, there are three different categories. In a village, you can also say that there are three different categories of the farmers. First one is, I'm going to rub this. There are three categories of farmers into the village area. First one is landless farmers. Second one is middle farmers, middle level farmers, middle level farmers, and the third one is big farmers. These are the categories of the farmer which are working into the agriculture. First one is landless farmer, second one is middle level farmer who have the small plot of land, and the third one is big farmers who have too much of land. Okay, so let's read about the landless farmers, landless laborers or landless farmers, whatever. Next, Suraj Singh. Suraj Singh is a character into the landless farmer, that is, Suraj Singh is a landless agricultural laborers. Suraj Singh is a laborer who don't have his own land, he is landless. He does not own any land during the harvest season, means the production season, the harvest season when the crops are when the crops is going to be, when the seeds are going to be grown into the field area, then this is known as the harvest season. He, along with other agricultural laborers like him, work in the field of rich farmers. The landless laborers work in the field of the rich farmers. Next, the landless laborers are paid very less. Their payment of these laborers are very less, but they have to work for a long hour. But the payment of them is too much low. Moreover, one of the harvest season gets over. Once the harvest season gets over, then they do not have any type of livelihood. Means they do not have any type of work they have to done in they want to do for improving their livelihood or for making money. They don't have any type of work related to that. So they are forced to do the other jobs such as loading sand from the river or laborers at the construction site. So these laborers, these landless laborers or landless farmers who don't have the work into the harvest season, they do particular work into the harvest season into the field of the rich farmers, but if they don't have the work into the harvest season, what they do? They do the laborer work such as loading sand from the river, and as a laborer construction, as a laborer in a construction sites, these type of works are performed by them. Next one, both man and woman work as agricultural laborers, means both man and woman work as agricultural laborers, means they don't have, if they don't have the land, their own land, then they have to work as a laborer into the field of the rich farmers or into the construction site, they have to work over that. Next, women manage to work in the field even after doing all the household work. All the household work are performed by the women, then after that they go and do the work into the field of the big farmers. Next, but in some areas you can see that they are still paid lesser than that of the male counterparts. Means the male laborers were paid more than that of the women laborers, and into some area you can see it very clearly. Into our area also you can see it very clearly that the women laborers are paid less than that of the male laborers. But the workload is more done by the women instead of men. So what is the cycle of debt? Now we are going to study about cycle of debt by landless laborers. Cycle of debt. Cycle of debt. What is cycle of debt? Which is basically done by the landless laborers. It is over the debt which is performed by. It is a debt which is performed by the landless laborers. So, As agricultural laborers, they are paid very less. As agricultural labor, we can say that the landless laborers are paid very less. Okay. Next, Suraj Singh does not have any savings. If Suraj Singh does not have any savings, he is working into the land of the other people, and he does not have any type of savings because the payment of him is very low. So what he have to do in the case of any type of emergency or other illness or other emergencies, we can say that he is forced to take the loan from the money lender at high interest rates. Then he have to take the loan from the money lender at the high interest rate, and when he is unable to pay that type of interest or that type of money which he has taken from that money lender, then he take another loan from another money lender and pay off the first loan. In this way, he is caught in vicious cycle. We can say that in this way, he is caught in a vicious cycle. Means for the payment of the first one, he takes loan from the another one and pay the loan of the first one. Then to pay the second one, he take the loan from the third person and then pay to the second one. And to pay the third one, he take the loan from the fourth person and to the third one and pay to the third one. This is the cycle of debt which is performed by the landless laborers, and he takes loan again and again for the payment of the first one or the second one or the third one. And this is known as the cycle of debt which is performed by the landless laborers, because they don't have any type of savings. So they have to take the loan in the emergency or any type of illness or for the payment of hospitality. These type of loans are taken by the landless laborers, and where the debt gets transferred from one generation to another generation, means the cycle of debt is performed not only by the one generation, but to another generation also have to perform that type of cycle of debt. Means it doesn't get ended by anyone, by the landless laborers. It is rather unfortunate that debt have forced many farmers to take this drastic steps. These type of debts have forced many farmers to take the drastic steps, which is like committing suicide in many parts of the country. These type of cycle of debt is performed by the landless laborers, and this forced them to take the drastic step such as committing suicides. These type of drastic steps were taken by the landless laborers for what? For doing the payment. They can't able to do the payment of the loan which they have taken from the money lenders, and this make them to commit the suicide. Next, in the next video, we are going to study about the middle level farmer. What are the middle level farmer and what are the big farmers? Thank you for today. Goodbye everybody. Take care of yourself.